Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and today I'm going to make these cute little pockets which hold tags using these paper cup protectors, holders. Yeah, so you might remember that Barbie from Nellie and Ruth Designs sent me some beautiful Happy Mail, and these two were from Barbie. They were in the box. Aren't they just gorgeous? I love them to bits. Yeah, so she also sent me two blank ones, two plain of these cup holders, and I have gone ahead and made some of my own. She also sent me, I was such a lucky girl, she also sent me these stamped birds, which I have gone ahead and coloured with my Inktense pencils. She sent me these two cup holders, and I have this one of my own, and I have this one which we will do together today. So we'll cover the holder and make a tag and colour the bird and add some little pieces of ephemera. So yeah, and what I'll do is I'll link Barbie's channel below, because she did a tutorial on how she made these, and yeah, and you can see her take on it, and we'll do this one together. And I just thought it would just be, let me just show you what my plan is, because I've got out this little collage junk journal, and this page here I thought was just perfect, and that's where I'm going to put that one, because yeah, because it's back to back with the other birds that I have, and I thought that that would just be perfect there. And yeah, so that's my plan for one of them anyway. They would also be great for any sort of Happy Mail, or I don't know, sending to a pen pal. Let me just get all my bits. So they're really easy. That's for colouring in the bird, and this is what I'm going to use for to cover the sleeve. Right, let's see, we need a pencil because we're going to draw around. Let me just give you some measurements so that you roughly know. This is 6 centimetres up and down, and about nearly 12 centimetres across. So that's 2.5 inches and 4.5 inches, just in case anybody wants to know the measurements, although I think they're probably all a kind of standard size. And we're simply going to draw around, because you don't need to cover the back if you're going to glue it into a journal, then there's no point in. But if you wanted to use it as a standalone thing or send it in Happy Mail, I don't know, you might want to cover the back, I don't know. So it's simply a case of cutting round your pencil marking, and then we keep our fingers crossed that it fits. This is 49 in Market scrapbook paper, which I use a lot because I do have quite a few sheets of it and I'm trying to use it up. So yeah, so that fits perfectly. So let's just get this glued down, and then that gives it a chance to set while we colour the bird. That's just some white, very sticky glue, high tack, all purpose. I think it's just PVA really. So we'll just give that a bit of a squeeze. A bit of a squeeze there. And I've got some pegs just to hold it together while it sets. So we can set that aside and get to colouring our little bird. So I've got some water and I've got my Inktense pencils here, and I want to colour it in a shade to match the background. So we've got a kind of orangey tanny brown going on. So we'll choose these three colours from the Inktense. So that's tangerine, baked earth, tangerine and tan. So that's the three colours I'm going to use. I'm just going to add some tan first. And then I'm just going to use plain water just to pull that out a little bit. And then I'm going to use my brown, just add a little bit of darker brown, just to add a little bit of highlight there, and then a little bit on his beak. Here we are. And then we'll add some of the tangerine. Again, a little bit of a clean dry brush, and we'll just blend that in a little bit. Let's not have a line there. Clean dry brush, we can just push that back a little bit so that we don't have a line. We'll hold it against that, and that looks just the job. So that's the colouring done. We can put our pencils away. I'll put them over there, and we will get our scissors and we'll give, let's move the water out the way or it'll be a disaster. And just a little bit of a fussy cut round. You'll see that I've left maybe just a little bit of white uncoloured at the edge. I do quite like to do that. I think it adds to a kind of watercoloured effect, a watercoloured look, just to not colour everything in solid, I think, anyway. So I was at my Craftaholics meeting on Saturday. That's the first I've been for a while. there weren't any demonstrations on, so we all just sat round one big table and did our own thing. I just took some stamps and some collage paper and stamped and fussy cut and had a blether. And one of the ladies, now I want that little bit in between cut, so I'm just going to go up through there and get that bit out. One of the ladies brought homemade lemon meringue pie and homemade banana bread. Oh, wow. So we all had a cup of tea, big mug of tea, and some home baking. So if anyone is in the Glasgow area, oh, how cute's that? Anyone is in the Glasgow area, Lanarkshire, any of the surrounding districts, it's the first Saturday of the month. Craftaholics Anonymous. There's a Facebook group. Have a look at the Facebook group, join, come along to the meeting. So I've got a little bunch of bits here. Let's take these off. This should be dry by now. Unpeg. That's my tag. And we can now have some fun decorating. That's maybe a little bit big. I want this butterfly on, I think. Do I? There's already a butterfly printed on that one. Yeah, we're well stuck here. It's fine. Some leaves, I think, on this one. This clock, too big. Here's a nice little stamp with maybe, we'll just do a little cluster in the corner there, and I've got a little flower. What do you think? Maybe not that, maybe another flower. Yes, better. And I've got a third flower. That's it. Sometimes just one little thing makes all the difference. All these little bits of ephemera are 49 in market as well. You get laser cut bits with the paper packs. Yeah, so let's stick this down. So yeah, Craftaholics. Just put a little bit too much. Craftaholics Anonymous is the name of the group. Needs a little bit more glue than that. It's on Facebook. It's the first Saturday of the month, 1 o'clock till 5 o'clock. Come along. It's a nice blether, and endless cups of tea, and you get to see what everybody else is working on. Quite often somebody volunteers to do a demonstration, and you can join in and get shown how to do something, which is good. There we are. Get a little bird on. So yeah, so Barbie from Nellie and Ruth Designs, like I say, made these. She's got a video, I will link it in the description box. And she sent me these birds, which were stamped on a sheet. So I don't know what stamp set it is, but they're very cute, aren't they? And then all you do is cut a tag just to fit in and cut and cut. Easy peasy. And it just fits in there like that. And then what we want to do is punch a couple of holes for this piece of Sari silk, and we'll just tie a little bow to finish it off. So what I do to decide where to put my bow is I put it on the opposite side of my main image. Yeah, so we'll put the bow up here. So 2 little holes. Just using a normal hole punch, just 2 holes like that. And we will, this Sari silk has always got it's beautiful, but it's always got lots of bits of thread. It was a great buy because what it is it's lengths and lengths and lengths of different colours, like all these pieces that I used. All these pieces, there's mine there, and this one, are all in the one length, but they're all kind of sewn together. So you can go into the ream of Sari silk and get whatever colour that you want, whatever pattern you want, because they've all been sewn together end to end, so you get a nice mix of everything. Which is, I'll cut these threads. In fact, I might just leave the threads on. Quite like the threads sometimes. Right, a little bow, and then we'll fiddle about with the bow. Open it up a little bit maybe. Right, and then we'll just cut these down. There we are. Put that in a little snippets box. Yes, I quite like those threads. So that slides in there. Perfect. And then we have a finishing touch of a few words, because I've got words on these. Now, Barbie put on, whoops, Barbie put on Follow Your Heart, and today was going great until people. That's good. I've got Whisper to My Heart. In my heart I know, and life is wonderful. So what will we put on this one? I've sort of half picked out I know that I am home, but if we can find one about a heart, your tender heart, sweetheart, your sweetheart, that's quite nice. I think we'll use sweetheart. And somewhere overlapping, just to bring some things together. Join up that little cluster there with the rest of the card by using the word. Yeah. So that's it done. Really easy. I've got my 4 and Barbie's 2. Plenty to be using. What do you think? I think they're just great. I think it's a marvellous idea for something that would get put in the bin. So thanks very much to Barbie and for the birds and the idea, and thank you for watching. So if you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.